everyone, welcome to prompt number 17. This is the last video before our prompt baby becomes an adult. Can you believe it? We've come so far. So let's see what we've got today. We have Beast and Beauty. Really? Is that hilarious to you, Beauty and the Beast? Alright, I gotta make this quite different from Beauty and the Beast Disney version, so let's see what I can do with this. Okay, so avoiding Beauty and the Beast Disney version wasn't that hard. All I had to do was not draw Belle and the Beast. Who'da thunk it? So I looked up the definition for beast just to make sure that I was on the right track, and the main definition was a creature or animal with 4 legs. After that, there was a bunch of different things like an evil person, or a metaphorical thing that represents something that's not good, or just basically anything not good. It just means anything not good. So I ended up drawing the first sketch, so I'll get back to talking about that later. I'm going to talk about the current sketches while they're still on the screen, so I should shut up and talk about them, huh? After the first sketch, which was a literal beast, I wanted to at least explore the ideas of a metaphorical one. My first idea was maybe playing around with the 7 deadly sins, so something not good for you would be a cigarette, right? Then I moved to other concepts like maybe someone having a beast within and having that reflection or their shadow represent the beast. And the last character I drew was actually a couple of characters of my own, but I decided that I should save those 2 for my maybe, hey guys, here's my original characters, aren't they cute? No one cares video. So I didn't draw them this time, but let me tell you, I really wanted to. So let's talk about the original sketch that I ended up watercoloring. So in the end, I ended up going with the first and obvious definition of beast, which was an animal creature. But I gotta say, I have no regrets because I really love the way this illustration ended up turning out, and it might be one of my favorites. It's one of those illustrations where I started off really hating it and I thought I was going to burn it in a fire. However, at the very end, I thought of a really cool detail, which I think I end up falling back on a lot, that ended up saving this illustration and making it way cooler and giving it much more of a backstory. So the first huge detail about this illustration that you might notice that I changed from the sketch was moving her from being a princess to a warrior, or knight, or whatever a female knight is called. A knight? Whatever. Should I Google that? I'm gonna Google it. Apparently, it's dame, and if that's wrong, let me know in the comments. My original thought process was a princess with a griffin pet would be really cool. Sure, she's a princess, but she tamed a beast and it's hers now. But then I thought, making a princess as a beauty is just so typical, and as much as I want to draw this simple dress outfit and it would be much easier, I decided that a female knight, or a dame if that's correct, would be even cooler. And I really didn't want to push myself to draw armor because it's just one of those technical, full of detail things that is hard and I want to escape and run away from. But I pushed myself to do it, and honestly, it doesn't look that bad. So we have this cool lady and her cool steed. Beast. Look, they're pals, okay? They're like BFFs. Just as I thought, the last prompt drawing 3 illustrations with backgrounds wore me out, and I knew I was going to end up doing a white background for this one. But you know, I did like a little spotlight background and put some grass down there, and I think it ended up pretty cute. And if you're wondering why they are to the right, that was actually unintentional. I was going to have them centered, which is stupid. I mean, I shouldn't put them in the center every time, but I started drawing the griffin's butt and I put it far too right, and then I just kind of rolled with it, and then I wanted to fill the space to the left and I thought, well, I'll put a little castle back there that's being destroyed and she needs to go rescue them. But then I didn't want to push myself to draw a castle, and then I thought, okay, I'll just put like a spooky forest back there. And I was drawing the forest, and then I thought, well, what if I added some blood splatters on them because, well, it would draw interest to the background. I would put blood in the little forest area in the background, and then I would also put blood on the characters, so that would add a story element. Maybe her and her beast had to take out someone that was attacking them, they were defending themselves, or maybe they're assassins, huh? Either way, the little background patch ended up being quite a key component to this illustration. It's where the crime scene happened. Also, just as a tidbit of information because I don't know what else to say, the little stick trees in the background were supposed to have leaves on them, but the forest started to feel a little bit crowded, and once I decided to put the blood in there, I didn't want there to be too much happening, and I figured, well, stick trees are a thing. I mean, maybe they're just dead, I don't know. It doesn't look bad. Another little detail, if you didn't notice, I put some feathers tied onto her scabbard because, well, I just thought it was a cute detail to have her want to have a little piece of her BFF with her at all times. In case they were ever separated or they had to go their separate ways for whatever reason, she would have just a little piece to remind her of her little buddy. Isn't that precious? Well, I suppose that's it for another prompt video. I'm very happy with how this turned out, and let me know in the comments below. Who or what do you think they killed back there? Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!